before we look at the data model, there is one more concept that we should use, and that is we use the Excel table. If we convert the ranges into Excel tables, and that makes it easier to build the model, build the data model. And for that, the way to create Excel tables is if you have a range like this, okay, and you can convert this into a table by first highlighting the entire data, and you can do that by go to the top corner, A1, and then do Control A. Now that will highlight the entire data range, right? Now you want to convert this into a table, so you do Control T. Now when you do Control T, it will tell you where the data for the table is going to come from. So double check and make sure that is correct. Okay. So now one more thing it says is make the table, my table has headers. So the first row has the names of the column. The first row is not an observation, it's not a data observation, it is just header. So that should be checked. Okay. And now click OK. That creates a table. And now here is one most important thing that you have to do. You don't want these tables to be called table 1, table 2, table 3, table 4. When you have like 5, 6, 7, 8 tables, you don't know which table contains what, right? So you have to give names for these tables. Okay. Now there are two ways in which you can give names. Usually in Microsoft, even I think it comes from other packages too. You start with either FACT, fact, or DIM, dimension. Okay. So this is a fact table. So you can say fact. This is what? Sales, right? So fact sales will be a good name for this table, and press enter. Now this table is now named fact sales. Okay. Now similarly here in the sales managers tab, you go and highlight that, and again Control T and check whether everything is okay. So now is everything okay now? Well, not quite, so you have to check my table has header, right? And then click OK. Now we have a table. Now name the table. So let's call this DIM Sales Manager. Okay. Now when you have table like this, table computations are somewhat easy. Okay. So if you want profit now, okay, we did profit earlier, right? So you say profit. Okay. Now automatically the table gets expanded, which is nice. You're not going to have to, you don't have to do anything for the table to expand. Now point and click. So we want sales amount, right? Sales amount. Okay, and then look at how the formula gets built. Sales amount minus product standard cost, and if you enter, it automatically populates the rest of the rows in the column. So you don't have to copy paste the formula when it is in a table form. Okay, and same here. Next is the sales manager, right? So do we look up A2? Now you You don't have to go to the other sheet. You can simply start typing the name of the table and you get it. So comma 2. So that will populate the sales manager for you. Okay, and similarly office. Yeah. So we'll leave that. And then of course after that you can do your pivot table.